Koko Camden Palace, to the Soul Store, to the Jazz Cafe, to the Electric Ballroom, to the MTV studios, to Dingwalls, to the APTN Reuters newsfeed place, to Cotton's Restaurant, to the Dublin Castle, to the Barfly, to the Hawley Arms, and all the way up to the Roundhouse. You will not find another strip of road that has this much musical profile and heritage from literally decades and decades ago till now. Trains back in the day used to actually come here, they used to end, turn around and go back on the tracks. Jimi Hendrix was here, Led Zeppelin, The Clash, Elkie Brooks, Motorhead. I was here last year for Mika's concert and Jay-Z earlier this year, and it's just somewhere that every genre of music artist has come to perform. So I just wanted to point out Cotton's Restaurant across the street. It's been there for years and years. West Indian Caribbean food. Often I've had to bring artists up here for interviews, and it's the only place that will give it to you for free at any time of day or night. And it's just one of those places where a lot of music people come, and especially from the hip hop and rap world, if they come into town and they're American and they often moan and complain about not having good food, Cotton's is always somewhere we can either bring them, or they get takeout and drag it down to MTV, or we have one of our runners run down and bring up stuff here. We've had little bands perform here for us when they're new bands, and it's just a really, really cool place. So if you've not been there before, you should definitely check it out. Angel Boutique across the road actually used to be Prince's store. Prince as in symbol, as in the purple one, and everything in there used to be purple.
It used to sell purple potpourri and purple perfume and purple scarves and things like that. And I think there was a real buzz and excitement about Prince potentially turning up at the store, but he never did. So it didn't last.
Dingwalls just has a heritage. It's just one of those dark, sweaty, grimy, whether you've been here to see, did you say suede or?
No, I saw Blur here.
Blur, okay. And I've seen like every hip hop person from Big Daddy Kane to De La Soul to Tribe Called Quest. In the tabloids in the last few years, you'll know that the Hawley Arms, of course, is always in the newspapers, because people like Amy Winehouse and lots of indie pop grunge bands are always in here. So if you look at this building here with the egg cups on the top, this is the back of the MTV building. And before, when we used to interview them, they didn't have these market stalls just across the street. So we could actually film interviews with massive stars out there. I remember we did Mick Jagger once, just sitting there, and we always had the artists have their back to the canal so people couldn't see. And often those trees aren't hanging down so low, so sometimes fans could actually stand up here and they'd spot someone that they knew down there, so you'd get lots of screaming and shouting in the background. It's only recently in the last year that they've put this MTV VIP wristband over the top, which now makes it obvious that it is the MTV building. You know, over the years, this building's literally hosted every artist in the last 25 years, with the exceptions of Michael Jackson and Madonna. Madonna would always insist that we went and did her somewhere up the road in Koko or somewhere. The Electric Ballroom has been here forever and ever, and I think sometimes when you're inside it you can tell, because it's pretty run down now. It hosts weekly club nights, it acts as a live music venue to the Electric Proms and the iTunes Summer Festival. Lots of people did one of their first gigs here. Whenever you're a new artist, people like Big Daddy Kane, Madonna, Holes, you name it, Oasis, everyone has done something in here. Everyone in the neo-soul scene, from Maxwell, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, Angie Stone, all those artists that want a really intimate, small audience to interact with, do their gigs here at the Jazz Cafe. Soul to Soul, this was one of their old shops. They had two. They had this one and one where McDonald's is now. And back in the days, it was a Soul to Soul shop. The main guy, Jazzy B, with the dread, he said they had the clothing store here because their drive was that Soul to Soul stood for music and clothing. And because they used to be well into making their clothing, it went hand in hand with the music that they made. Koko, used to be called the Camden Palace, and obviously I remember coming here years and years ago. This is where Madonna did her first gig. The Clash performed here years and years ago. Before it was called the Camden Palace, it was also called the Music Machine, and it hosted concerts for bands including the Coldplay guys, Madonna, Prince, My Chemical Romance, Paradise Lost, Queens of the Stone Age, Baby Shambles. It also has regular club nights.
Madness and stuff. I never knew they started out here. Never knew Soul to Soul started out here. Just like a real eye opener. So it just makes me a bit more interested to go and explore Camden just that little bit more.
I know it's slightly different side of Camden, you know, the Dublin Castle and Madness is what I associate with Camden, but today we've learnt a bit more about some of the more modern urban type music as well, and it's been a very nice morning, yeah.
And I've been around here many times, but you don't know the places, so you just notice what catches your attention. But it's really nice to know a little bit more about the places, and I'm definitely going back to explore and to visit them again with some friends.